About the year 2023, I had futile grip strength. I couldn't grab tight enough, and my hand would literally feel like it'd be touching my hand the time it turned into a fist. I had super weak grip, and anybody I handshake, they would literally crush my hand with ease. So I wanted to find a solution. So I started digging everywhere on the internet. Every possible inch, every possible article, every possible YouTube video on how to get stronger grip. And then I come across a product which I thought was going to help at the time. This product was a gripper. So I started doing a bunch of reps on both arms each day, every single day, and I kept it even, just going. Because all these guys online told me, hey bro, do 400 reps on each arm, do this and that program, because, the gripper is the best for forearm gains and grip strength. But then, after all my research, I finally found a few techniques that actually work, that I don't need to buy this thing which you just close and touch, which did not help with my grip strength at all. Let's talk about, you have weak grip. You probably have weak grip right now because you have weak forearms. And when you have weak forearms, you have weak grip. It's directly correlated. Literally, if you test right now and your grip is very weak, look at your forearms. Look at your forearms, and if they're either underdeveloped, or very weak, this is probably the reason why you have weak grip. Weak grip, and you can't squash something. Because a lot of guys put these challenges online about, squishing the egg or opening a soda can or whatever, but they simply cannot complete these challenges because their forms are too weak. And I myself experienced this issue about a year back trying to squish an egg. And recently, I was able to actually squish an egg completely. Just squishing like this, and everybody made it seem so difficult. They're like, oh bro, I can't squish the egg, I can't crack the egg, I can't get the egg yolk, it's literally impossible. I literally grabbed the egg, put it in between my hand, I applied a little pressure, and boom, it literally cracked within an instant. And there was an egg yolk everywhere, and I had to clean up the mess. That's how much these techniques will improve your grip. Also, in terms of rock climbing and other things related, it will help your grip tremendously. And when you grab a man's hand and you handshake them, it won't be a little soft handshake. It'll be the tight handshake that crushes their hand, but gets you respect. Another reason why you have weak grip is probably because, well, you don't grip anything. Now, what do I mean by this? You don't carry the shopping bags at all because, oh, but bro, they're too heavy. You don't carry the shopping bags because the weight's uneven or whatever. Oh, but bro, I don't carry the shopping bags. Or you're strong enough, but you don't carry the shopping bags at all, which makes you weaker. So, this is probably another reason why you have weak, futile grip. To the point where you can't even hang on the bar for longer than 10 seconds. Literally, if you got on the bar and dead hang for 10 seconds, you can't even hold on for 10 seconds. So this is a test right now to see if you have weak grip. If you go on a pull-up bar, a tree or whatever, and you start hanging, if you cannot hold your grip for longer than 10 seconds, you have weak, futile grip. Literally, put a timer, put a clock or whatever, and if you cannot hang on for longer than 10 seconds, you have weak, futile grip. Get on a bar, hang as long as you can, and if you cannot do 10 seconds, you have weak grip. And this will cure that. So, while the majority of TikTok people and brain dead people are probably gone by now, I'll be speaking to my boys and I'll filter them out. So let's talk about what's gonna help your grip. The manly grip that you want. So, like I said, there's many various different tactics, techniques, products like this, a gripper. But what beats the gripper is, firstly, a dead hang. Literally just dead hanging on the bar, because the motion of closing your hands like this, it improves your grip even if you're just hanging there because of an isometric. It will improve your grip tremendously, I promise you. So before every workout or every once, maybe even every day, pushing it, hang 5-10 minutes a day on the bar, just dead hanging, and you will improve your grip. You will improve your grip and see also a various amount of different benefits from dead hanging. But one of them is decompressing your spine, which in turn people think it technically kind of makes you taller because gravity pulls you down and you're hanging on the bar. From my experience, it doesn't really work like this as much as they say. I mean, try it out, experiment with yourself. It may work for you, it may not, but the whole point is strengthening your grip. And it's also really good for your back health and your posture. And also your overall muscles, imbalances. I'm not going to go whole into depth. Another exercise is known as the farmer carry. Now the farmer carry, you essentially carry two weights. Whether it be 2 kettlebells on each arm or it be dumbbells. But for this sake, just pick a pair of 2 dumbbells, make sure it's equal weight. Your forearms probably are at least strong enough to handle 20-25 pounds. So you want to grab the dumbbells, and all you want to do is you want to rock around. Literally, like you normally walk around, just walk around and try to hold the dumbbells as tight as you can. And when you have that feeling that your grip is giving out, you just want to hold on and grip tighter and just keep trying to grip and grip tighter. Eventually your forearms are going to give out maybe after a minute or so, and then you want to re-rack the weight and everything. Don't leave the weight like an idiot. And after that, you notice your forearms get an insane pump where your forearms have a huge massive rush of just blood that gets circulated to the muscles, which makes your muscles look 10 times bigger. And this isn't for training for the pump, so this is just training for the grip reasons. And farmer carries, from my experience, it will tremendously improve your grip. Tremendously. I took my dead hang time for about literally 5 seconds. 5 seconds to a full minute. A full minute. Just incorporating farmer carries into my routine. Heavy farmer carries for a minute. Even if it's one set, it'll still work out, but make sure when you drop the weight, you don't drop the weight on your foot. This is also a mistake I made, because when one time whilst I was doing my farmer carries in the gym, I literally dropped the weight on my foot. It was about 50-60 pounds. And that, let me tell you something, that on your feet is not pleasant. That on your feet and the joints on your feet, the bones in your feet, that is not good for your feet, bro. So when you re-rack the weight, either try and push your arms back and drop the weight there. Make sure nobody's around you. Don't hurt anybody. But do not throw the weight in front of you or try and get the weight in front of you. Because most likely you're going to slip and you're going to hurt your toe or something. So carry it very carefully. And if it ever drops at your sides, that's fine. And if it's too heavy for you to just pick up with one arm, you can carry it with two arms and most likely you're going to be able to lift it. Unless your grip is super incredibly weak, you have to ask somebody else to help you. And then after that, you react the weight and it's fine. Also, another tip, which is do not do lat pull-downs. Do not do lat pull-downs. Now, I know you see many bodybuilders, powerlifters, and a lot of gym rats and gym bros online who constantly spam about the benefits. Hey, bro, but, you know, lat pull-downs help so much, bro. Look at my back. Bro. Lat pull-downs do not grow your back functionally and your forms functionally either. In fact, it's going to impact how much muscle you can grow on your back, how much muscle you can grow on your forearms. But incompetent people will keep arguing. Oh, but bro, I need to do lat pull-downs because I can't do pull-ups. Literally, bro, it takes one resistance band. Literally, tie a knot, whatever. Don't make it so complicated. And then just start doing pull-ups, bro. Just start doing pull-ups from there, bro. You don't need to do assisted pull-up machine. You don't need to use any lat pull-down machine, cable row, or anything to improve your pull-ups. Literally, it's so simple as to getting a resistance band, which literally costs probably like $10-$20 depending in your country. Literally just tie it on the bar, start doing pull-ups. This is how I was able to get my first 2-3 pull-ups. Literally just attaching a band to a bar and then just starting to pull. Or if you don't have any money at all to spend, you can literally just do negatives. Literally grab a chair or a stool or a bar, something to stand up on, and then get in the top position where your chin is already above the bar. And you want to lower yourself slowly, very slowly. And it still trains all the same muscles. And you want to go super slow. At least 30 seconds on the way down. Or if you don't have anything to stand up on, you're going to have to jump and then already be in the top position. And it's the same process of just lowering yourself super slowly down. And these will tremendously also get your pull-ups up. If you can't even do a single pull-up, if you can do 0 pull-ups. So, another thing to improve your grip is pull-ups. Now hang on. People think pull-ups is only for the back muscles. And the reason why incompetent people will keep arguing, hey bro, but lat pull down, is because their core is too weak, their back is too weak, and they're too weak overall to even do a pull-up. That's why they complain and they say, oh, but bro, lat pull downs improve your pull-ups. It doesn't work like that, bro. Because have you seen guys who can do a decent amount of pull-ups within 6 to 10 reps, weighted or unweighted? They don't have a puny small back, and they don't have weak grip either. Their grip is strong, and their back is huge. Literally, pull-ups are way better for muscle growth and strength growth. So anybody who tells you that, oh, but bro, lat pull downs, they're full of crap. They're full of crap. The incompetent people keep saying, lat pull down. That is terrible advice for anybody, no matter if you're a beginner, intermediate, or advanced level in fitness. Literally, screw the lat pull down and replace it with pull-ups. And after you can do pull-ups, for a good amount of reps, you want to start adding weight to yourself, ideally using a dip belt. A dip belt online, it's about $30-50, depending on your country. And you just basically apply it to your waist like a belt. And then you hook a couple of chains, you hook the weight around, and then that's it. That's it. But you want to make sure you're making a lot of hooks around the chains and around. And then from there, you can do weighted dips, weighted pull-ups. And those are really good for muscle growth. Really, really, really good for muscle growth and overall strength. Pull-ups train your forms a lot more than lat pull-downs. Literally, you have to hang from a bar and then do the rep, compared to being in a lat pull-down position where you're in a chair and then suddenly you have a bar in front of you and then you have to go like this and pull it down. Which one do you think will put more tension on your forearms and back muscles and will actually cause your muscles and strength in your back and forearms to go up? Do you think it's going to be the lazy lat pull-down where you get in the chair and you're trying to go like this? Or do you think it's going to be the pull-up, the functional pull-up where you get on the bar, you pull up and you get your chin above the bar? Which one do you think is going to be better for your grip and your back growth? Now, any person with some logic would say pull-up. Would say pull-up because you have to hang, you have to use your core and everything. Overall, it's a way better exercise than lat pull-downs. Lat pull-downs are terrible. And that's probably an exercise for incompetent people. People who just want to sit down and work out only sitting down the entire time. I mean, that's pretty lazy, isn't it? That's the equivalent to a fat person sitting down, eating, and barely moving their legs and just tapping their feet. So don't only work out just sitting down. Because when you just sit down and do all your movements, it's pretty lazy, and overall, your athleticism will decrease. Your overall grip strength is probably going to decrease as well because you're using things like grip straps and all this stuff. Which research actually shows, studies actually show, it's a lot better not to use belts or knee straps or any sort of safety equipment because it makes you more reliant on the safety equipment, which makes you more vulnerable to injury when you don't have the knee strap and the elbow strap, the perfect wrist strap, the perfect belt or whatever. So that's also a very good recommendation. So when you see all these big powerlifters, they spend $200, $300, $400, $500, $600 alone on just knee sleeves, elbow straps, wrist straps. That's not a good idea. And you don't want to be using all these safety equipment all the time. It's only when the weight is super, super heavy, ideally maybe about 0.75 times your body weight, that you should actually use a belt. Because you have a transverse abdominis, which literally does the whole core bracing thing that does the stuff for you. You don't really need a belt for that, because your abs already do that for you. But when you use a belt, you literally don't need to use it all the time. Literally, so many incompetent people, but they blast steroids. Or they're natural, but they're not functional or athletic or healthy at all. They literally do interviews with guys in gyms or guys in general. They'll say, hey bro, what's your number one tactic for muscle growth? And you literally see them wearing a belt 24/7 because it's their entire personality. So literally, do not use lifting straps or any of lifting straps, especially lifting straps. When you apply wrist straps and everything, because you're saying, oh, but bro, my grip is too weak. You're weakening your grip because you're not training it. So screw that. Also, in terms of reverse curls and wrist curls for forearm growth and forearm strength, Generally speaking, it's not the best exercises to grow your forearms and to gain strength in your grip, because it's not replicable to gripping something. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Other than that, welcome to the Billyhood.